Chudthebuilder and his team of racist homies is going out sad.
Weirdo.
We love to see it.
Just lost one of their most vile, degenerate racists they had. This man, Jake Lang, was foot on pavement riding for Chud.
What the hell is that?
It looks like he can't ride for Chud no more, man, because he got bigger problems to worry about. The Chud bond hearing, acted a fool, got thrown in jail, and then cried for about 10 days while he was in jail about how he was being treated unfairly. Right. He got released and got right back to the nonsense. He hopped on a flight and went to Texas to join in on...
Why do y'all white folks go to jail and then come talking about some y'all getting treated unfairly? Yeah, bro, you're in jail. We're not. So when you're in jail and you're an inmate, you're going to get treated different than the free people. The hell?
The chaos going on outside of the Carmelo Anthony trial because he's a professional agitator. So he goes to the Carmelo Anthony trial and he purposefully goes in the middle of the pro Carmelo Anthony supporters to disturb them and agitate them.
The black community refuses to call out the bad members. You need to call out your murderous members of your communities.
Whatever you talking about, I don't give a. Whatever you talking about,
this is why you just have to. I don't understand protesters and shit. I'm not finna be out here protesting this. Like, I'm not about to change nobody's mind. If you racist, bro. On either side. If you black people, you hate white people. You white people, you hate black. A racist is a racist. I'm not about to be outside wasting my time holding up signs and shit, screaming, recording phones, arguing with no motherfucker about. I'm not doing that. y'all doing this shit for free. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? When Martin Luther King was doing it, he was doing it. He was trying to get us equal rights. That's all. He was just trying to get us to be accepted as humans. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not about to be outside trying to convince no people to not be racist if you racist. That's working backwards.
Chimping out, man. Low impulse control. This is the reason why all this.
And then it's crazy that niggas be saying low impulse control, bro. You're the one. You're doing the same thing he did. All he did was yell at you. He didn't do nothing. You came outside in front of the other protesters and antagonized him, and then when they respond, they chimping out. This is the what white folks do, though, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
This is the response. So poor white people can jump on black men. They teach their young people to have. This is the response that the mothers, the black mothers in this community. This community does not teach its people to respect personal boundaries. It does not teach people to talk with respect, and that's why us in
talk with respect. You just said he's chimping out. That's not respectful. Chudthebuilder ain't have no respect. What the fuck are you talking about? Y'all defending Chudthebuilder. You're defending Chudthebuilder, but you come to the black folks who defending Carmelo Anthony? What's the difference? Listen, y'all, YouTube and Meta might owe you up to $1,000 if you or your child grew up on social media. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health issues, you should hear this. Recently, a jury just ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They know that their apps can cause anxiety, depression, or body image issues, but they never shared those risks with us. They never made us sign anything that we knew the risk. They just maximized their profits. And the recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. But you better not worry. Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm that they have caused. Click the link in my bio to take a very short questionnaire quiz because you might be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000.
Because of your failure as black parents. Failures as black parents. Failures as black parents. Teaching the youth to kill.
Your failures to black parents, and you're teaching the youth to kill while he has a Confederate flag on, which pretty much represents slavery. What the fuck? They're delusional, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Failures to your community. You will continue to perpetrate. You guys are continuing to perpetrate. Black on white violence is at an epidemic rate. And it is because
For the most part, he pulled up with his per usual white supremacist talking points. He would have been fine if he would have just stuck to the white supremacist talking points, because we know what he was doing, man. He pulls up, agitate black people, take a 10 to 15 second clip of black folks responding to his agitation, post it online and make them look bad. We know what the play is, right? They rinse and repeat at every tragedy. But he would have been fine if he would have just stuck to the normal white supremacist rhetoric that he's known to spew. But he took it a step further this time. His rhetoric got more hateful, got more angry, got more venomous. And this was not a smart idea for him, because this caused a lot of trouble in his life.
Black supremacy bullshit. You guys are complicit in the murder of white people. Irina Shirusky, Henry Goldman,
Auntie said, shut your bitch ass up. What did he say?
In the murder of white people. Irina Shirusky.
He said black supremacists are what?
Bullshit. You guys are complicit in the murder of...
You guys are complicit in the murder of white people. So let me ask y'all the question that y'all always ask black people. Where was these protests when that school shooter went in that school and killed about 15 people? And most of them was white kids. Or, sorry, those school shootings. Because, you know, while this is going on, it probably was a school shooting somewhere in America. Some white kid went to school, killed somebody. Happens a lot, you know. Where was all of these protests since we're black supremacists? Where was these protests when that dude in North Carolina went in that church full of black people and killed them? Killed them for no reason. Why they in church of all places? Where was your protest then? Or was it cool because it was a white person? Was you out there with them? When all the black people got killed by unarmed black men, when Tamir Rice, the 12-year-old who got killed by the white guy, the white police, where was you protesting then? This is why I be saying, like, y'all just as much hypocritical as y'all accuse everybody else of being, bro. Y'all don't get no fuck. You outside defending somebody who whole ideal was to antagonize black people, call them the N-word, be racist, shot a black dude, and you came to his court case and defended him and went and did 10 days in jail for it. But we not holding our people responsible? I don't know about that one, buddy.
Irina Shirusky, Henry Goldman, 400 years. Where's the justice? 400 years. Where's the justice? 400 years. Carmelo Anthony should be swinging from a tree outside this courthouse.
He said Carmelo Anthony should be swinging from the tree outside this courthouse. So here's my thing with this whole rhetoric, bro. I'm gonna stop pausing it, but it's like, white people, y'all, the thing that goes over y'all head is that y'all started it. So if you punch me and then I punch you back and I whoop your ass, you can't say that I'm being aggressive and I hate you. Nigga, you came and punched me first. Y'all came over here to our country and kidnapped us and raped us and enslaved us and beat us and killed us and hung us. Y'all did that. We didn't do none of y'all first. There's nowhere in history where a black motherfucker came to a bunch of white people and said, just because you got white skin, we finna make you slaves. Y'all did that. So any hate that black people have towards white people is a lot more justified than any hate y'all have towards black people. Just saying.
Oh, that's not surprising at all.
Bring this man up out of one of these trees. He's a murderer.
No place in America.
He's a murderer, racist.
Time is over.
That's the first strike. He began to say things like Carmelo Anthony should be hanging from one of these trees.
Right.
That is not cool to say. Now,
That's
they're
not
going to
hateful.
say it because, again, they feel like they're above the law. They feel like they can do whatever they want to do and there's nothing going to happen to them, right? These people don't want equality. They want privilege. They want to be able to go from city to city, from state to state, antagonizing black people, threatening black people, and then getting away with it.
Exactly. Exactly. Y'all don't want equality. Y'all want to be able to do whatever y'all want to do to us and get away with it.
Which is why he's here. Now,
quick though, what percentage of sexual abuse crimes in America are done by white people? White individuals account for the largest share of arrests for sex offenses. 57% of those arrested for sex abuse are white. So, you know, that tells a lot.
This they gave him a pass for. And then he doubled down by leading a chair at another rally where he says, murder Carmelo Anthony. He starts a chant to murder Carmelo Anthony outside the courthouse.
You cannot settle for anything less than the death penalty. Kill Carmelo Anthony. Kill Carmelo Anthony. Kill Carmelo Anthony.
That's not a threat.
Kill Carmelo Anthony.
That's not a threat.
Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself.
I think this
Jake
protest is
Lang
stupid.
even went as far to say that if the court system don't find Carmelo Anthony guilty, he would take it upon himself to murder Carmelo Anthony. That's when the family of Carmelo Anthony and their spokesperson stepped in and said, hold on. Now that's a step far.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you can have your opinion on Carmelo, but when you get to saying hang him from the tree, then you start a chant saying kill Carmelo Anthony, and then you say if he's not found guilty, you will take it into your own hands, you would murder him. That's when Carmelo Anthony and his family, well, the spokesperson, called for Jake Lang to be arrested for terroristic threats.
Hell yeah.
We even have saw the white nationalist Jake Lang come out here and say insinuatory threats to the life of Carmelo Anthony, to hang from a tree, and even to allude that Carmelo Anthony should be shot in the head. Our organization asked that the Collin County District Attorney's Office, as well as the Sheriff Department and the McKinney Police Department, open up a criminal investigation to those terroristic threats. There is no place for racism, bigotry, and white supremacy ideology in public.
I think the officer should have arrested him right then and there.
Exactly.
Because that's not free speech. Those are literal threats.
Exactly.
But when Jake Lang found out there was an investigation on the way into him, he tried to get out of Dodge, bro.
Of course he
These
did.
people are y'all gotta really understand, bro. These people got a criminalistic mindset.
Hell yeah.
That same mindset they try to put on black people, no, they really
That's
have
what
it,
they
bro.
have.
This man is a professional criminal.
Yeah.
He tried to hop on a plane and get out of Dodge. It didn't work. Because very soon after the investigation started, I mean, the evidence was in 4K. He said it, like word for word, 4K. I guess they just had to probably make sure that it was not altered, but he for sure said it.
Yeah.
Well, the arrest warrant was put out. Now, when Jake Lang tried to escape out of Texas,
That's great.
they apprehended him. And they arrested him for terroristic threats. But they didn't just arrest him with a slap on the wrist. No, they came for him like they was coming for El Chapo.
Good.
And the bond he got?
Yeah, that's serious, bro. You gotta think about it. This is a very tense time. Carmelo Anthony case is very tense, and you know, there's a lot of facts that we just don't know about the case. I did a video on it, and it's like, you know, what I said was, I don't know if he's innocent. I don't know if he's guilty. I don't know if he did self-defense. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. What I can tell you for sure is all the witnesses was on the victim side. You know, there was no witnesses that he could have called because it all happened. The whole situation happened under the opponent's tent at the track meet. You understand? So that means that, and they're the white guy, I forgot his name, rest in peace to him. But all of their stories are going to be one-sided because it's their classmate, it's their teammate, it's their brother. You know what I'm saying? It's his coaches. Everything that happened to the white dude is all his witnesses. Carmelo Anthony had no witnesses. He was there by himself. So it's like, only people that
I think the bond sent a message. I don't think the bond he got is a coincidence, and we'll talk about it shortly.
Yeah, how much he get?
But here is Jake Lang breaking down how they came for him and how he feels like his arrest is unfair. Of course, right? They don't never do nothing wrong.
Exactly.
Every time they do something, they get apprehended, they get arrested. Is always
Unfair
the system is
treatment,
after
the
them, and it's
system,
everybody's fault but their own.
Yeah.
Here is Jake Lang complaining about how it's unfair and he ain't do nothing wrong.
Of course.
After being arrested.
Hey guys, it's Jake Lang here. I'm in the Dallas County Jail. They ripped me off the plane today. Dozens of officers.
They can't believe. That's the one thing I know about the white folks is they cannot believe when they are treated like equal citizens. How dare you rip me off the plane? How dare you? I'm not black. I'm white. How dare you? You're supposed to be on my side. I'm not supposed to be held accountable for anything. I said that about a white guy. Why are you arresting me? They think because they white, they think that they above the law, like they above like life. These motherfuckers is crazy, bro. Now, obviously, this ain't all white folks. I'm talking about these crazy motherfuckers. Crazy motherfucker white folks. Feel me? Because I'm not the nigga that's gonna say just because a few white folks act crazy, they all crazy.
Like El Chapo, they drove me through the tarmac. They've arrested me for a felony, what's called terroristic threat, simply because I said that if the jury did not find Carmelo Anthony guilty, that we the people will deal with justice. And this is a classic case of lawfare used to squash.
That's not what you said, bro. You said you were going to kill him. That's not what you said. But nice try, though. Even though it's on 4K. Some people are crazy.
A First Amendment protester like myself.
It's always the First Amendment with these people, man.
Same thing with Chud.
They think the First Amendment protects them to do whatever they want to do, bro. Chud thinks he could call black folks the N-word, antagonize the conflict, and then shoot us and get away with it because it's his First Amendment right to apparently shoot black folks.
Right.
This dude, Jake Lang, thinks it's his First Amendment rights to harass and threaten black people. He has such a disregard for black life that when they came that deep to pull him off the plane and arrest him, he couldn't even fathom why anybody would want to arrest him for threatening to murder a black child. He can't even fathom, huh? Bro, all I did was threaten to murder Carmelo Anthony. Why would y'all arrest me for that? He can't even begin to fathom exactly why he's been arrested. Sir, you cannot threaten to murder people. You can't make credible threats, and you especially can't do this outside of a courthouse where tensions are already high. They're trying to stop riots. They're trying to stop mobs. And you're doing this? Bro, you're raising their temperature too high. You gotta go.
Gotta go.
Now, Jake Lang, right, in his message from jail, one, he admits he said it because he said, all I said was if the court don't do it, we're going to take justice in our own hands. You can't do that.
Can't say that.
And then secondly,
what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Like he speaks as if he's a victim. Watch how he explains the situation. Not once did he say, man, bruh, my fault, folks. Maybe I did too much. No, he's speaking as if he's the victim, as if like there's this grand conspiracy against him. These people, including Chud, they're absolutely delusional.
Yeah.
They're perpetual victims. They lack accountability across the board.
We had a press conference, an LED truck, speaker system, everything for our 6:30 press conference event outside the Carmelo Anthony murder trial to celebrate justice being done in this case and call out the rest of the American people to stand with us before another Rita Zaruski and another Austin Metcalf happens to make real change. And they shut down my voice. They arrested me. They're holding me here, probably on an exorbitant bond. I'm going to see the judge in the morning. So please, guys, go to my Gift and Go account, donate some money to help me get out of here. I'll be stuck here for months in solitary confinement if I don't make bond. This is two-tier.
Why I gotta be solitary confinement? Whoa! I thought if the justice system didn't handle him, you was gonna do it. Why you in solitary?
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
The white people of this world, we are under attack, and what they're doing to me, they want to do to all of us. I'm just at the forefront here. The lawfare and the weaponized DOJ.
So you think the white people are under attack by other white people? Because black people don't have power in this country. Y'all are not under attack. I think You're just a stupid. You're just behaving like a thug. You behaving like a wannabe thug outside, like a little belligerent thug, nigga. And I think you just getting arrested and held accountable for it. And it's actually very, very, very admirable that your own people, because I guarantee you that it wasn't many black officers that arrested you. It was probably mostly white officers, right? Because it's mostly white police and on the force. It's usually white DAs, district attorneys, usually white judges, usually white prosecutors. They're holding you accountable for being an idiot. They don't care about your skin color. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't get to just go through life and do whatever you want to do because you're white and all the judges are white, so they just want to let you get away with everything. No. That's not how it's not 1945 no more. The white people are not under attack. Stop trying to be a victim so fucking bad, bro. You outside screaming, talking about you gonna kill somebody. That's why you got arrested, motherfucker. Are you like, what's wrong with you, bro?
These deep state assets want to destroy us all. We cannot allow it to happen. If they do this to me, they can do it to you. Please, guys, stand up. We can't allow our good brothers like Chud, myself, and other
like
great
Chud. Good brothers like Chud. Didn't Chud shoot a guy? Oh, but I forgot. Since Chud is white and he shot a black dude, it's cool. But when Carmelo Anthony stabbed a white dude, he should get killed, though, right?
patriots to rot away in prison. Let's get me and my brothers home. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. I love you. And keep the faith. This fight is in the Lord's hands, and we will be victorious.
I'm starting to think this is the new play, man. I'm starting to think this is the new method.
Yeah.
You go around, you start trouble, you get arrested, you start a gift and go.
Yeah.
Get a lot of money
and go ahead.
Get out of jail, fight the little petty case. But I think he thought this would have been just a little petty case. I think he thought that this would have been like a case that he could probably, man, you know, a little slap for the wrist, a little misdemeanor, bond about $20,000. Y'all all donate my gifts and go.
Yeah.
I raise about $100,000, pay $20,000 towards the bond.
Right.
You know, like take a plea deal, do probation, never.
Yeah, that's what he
No. Them folks said, we send a message to this fool. He is not raising enough money to get out. It's not happening, bro.
Who the fuck you think
You know why? And I don't think this is a coincidence at all. Chudthebuilder and Jake Lang got identical bonds.
Wow.
They gave Jake Lang $1 million bond.
Yep.
And I don't think that's a coincidence at all. I think they're sending a message to Jake Lang, Chudthebuilder, and that entire team of racists who feels like they can go out and harass black people.
Exactly.
I think even like the dominant society, people at the top, I feel like even they're like, hey, bruh, we hate black people too, but y'all doing too much, bruh. This is his mugshot, by the way. Come on, bruh. Just an absolute degenerate. Now, listen, I have no proof that he's on drugs. This man don't look like he's sober right now, bro. He looks like he's not in his right state of mind. But
anytime they have to hold you up for I mean, you was giving them niggas hell. You was acting like a drunk crackhead thug in a jail. If they had the two officers had to hold you so you could take your mugshot and you're not even looking at the camera, like you just one of those, like.
And don't look like he's sober right now, bro. He looks like he's not in his right state of mind.
Yeah, he probably on that meth.
After about a day in jail. Now, this dude is a grifter, so I'm taking this with a grain of salt. But after a day in jail, man, he came to the timeline to let us know that, the brothers in jail, man, gave him a little bit of straightening. They gave him a little bit of straightening. They served some justice, man.
That's one thing. I don't think white people understand that, especially because these are not white people that are real criminals. Like, you didn't grow up selling drugs and killing people and being in gangs. You're not a real criminal, so maybe you don't get it. I'm not a real criminal either. I just know. Jail is very, very, very race motivated. And I'm going to tell you something about jail. Most jails are populated by black people. You see? So when you go in there, 9 times out of 10, if you go into a prison or a jail, white people will be the minority. That is not the place where you think you can be chimping out and all that shit. A motherfucker will kill you for less. It will kill you for less. So shit. I mean, I don't know what y'all think y'all gonna get out of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even Chudthebuilder. Let's say he gets sent to prison. You're gonna be in solitary. Let's say you get 5 years. You're gonna be in solitary confinement every day for 5 years. No, you're gonna have to come out. You're gonna have to come out of there one day. One day you're gonna have to come out of there, and you gonna get some straightening.
Jake Lane took to the timeline to say Jake has been attacked by a group of all black prison guards in the Dallas County Jail.
Yeah, whatever.
It looked like them good brothers gave him a little bit of straightening, man. Hey, listen, man, we disavow all violence against all people.
Damn, whoop his ass. He probably was acting a fool, and the black guards slammed him to the ground and took, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Man, I don't even believe that.
Well, of course. All right, YouTube, I disavow, I condemn all violence, YouTube. I disavow this. How dare they put hands on that white man? You know, I heard them brothers just had to establish a little bit of respect, all right? Just a little bit of respect needed to be established, man, all right? They ain't hurt him too bad.
Yeah.
Right? They just gave him a little bit of straightening. How come? I'm so confused, yo. How come y'all?
And then look what they said. You can literally see them manhandling him in this mugshot. Look how professional of a victim they are. Because this is what they want to do. Oh, please, somebody save me. I'm a damsel in distress. They're doing me so wrong. Please just feel bad for me and send me some money on my Give, Send, Go. And please just help. Please, please, please. Nigga, no. I can tell you what happened. You came in. This is what happened when you go to jail. You come in jail, you being belligerent. You come in jail, you not following instructions. You come in jail and you yelling. They not gonna fuck with you. They gonna throw your ass in a cell by yourself. And if you keep tweaking and 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 you keep tweaking, they gonna lock your ass in one of them restraint chairs. I didn't say it. They gonna lock you in one of them restraint chairs. First, they gonna start with your hands. They just gonna have you sitting in the chair. You can't move. If you keep playing with the guards, they're gonna come in there with a shield. They're gonna put a spit bag over your head. And they're gonna lock you to the chair. And if you keep tweaking and you keep doing that, they're gonna keep doing more shit. You know what I'm saying? Until you just fully restrained, can't do nothing, just sit in a cell. Just existing and living, breathing. But what it looked like is he was in there acting a fool. It got time for his mugshot. He like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna fight you guys. And I'm gonna punch and scream and claw and fight and yell and, you know what I'm saying, cause a disturbance. So that's why you got your ass. That's why they holding you in your mugshot, because you was refusing to take it. But you have to take it for them to send you upstairs.
How come? I'm so confused, yo. How come y'all have all this caucasity and audacity in the real world when police officers is outside and they on the corners? Oh, you is bold, you is loud, you is throwing up murder this, right. Y'all this N-word, this.
Right.
And you behind a group of 10 sheriffs.
Right.
But when you were in prison, man, these don't work no more. You
never had them.
This don't work no more, man.
You never had them.
Oh, you let them brothers give you a little bit of straightening and you took it? I disavow this, man. I don't like violence. There's no excuse for violence ever. All right. Now he goes, you can literally see them manhandling him in this mugshot photo. They haven't given him a bed yet, and he slept on the concrete floor last night. So, the guards are retaliating against Jake because of the Carmelo Anthony conviction. Hey, man, it sounds like the brothers just giving a little bit of straightening, bro. Why you crying, man?
Man, I don't even think they did none of that shit, Flago. They didn't do shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He's just lying and trying to farm some hate, and so he can feel like motherfuckers can feel sorry for him and send him some money. That's all he want to do. That nigga ass ain't talking about nothing, bro. Ain't nobody manhandle him, do all that shit. Look at what he said at the end. The guards are retaliating against Jake because of the Carmelo Anthony conviction, or they're just doing their job and handling a disturbing ass, what you call it. He's talking about they haven't given him a bed yet, and he slept on a concrete floor. So did everybody else in jail, bro. It's not a fucking hotel where you get accommodated as soon as you go through the door. You come in, you sit in a hard-ass, uncomfortable chair, and you wait. until you know your bond and all that. Your judge do all that shit, and then you get a warrant, and they sign all that shit. You get a bond, and all that shit happen. You go take the mugshot. You bond out. You leave. Like
the conviction. Hey man, it sounds like the brothers just giving a little bit of straightening, bro. Why you crying, man? Why you crying, man? Listen, now do I feel bad? I don't feel bad, not one bit. All right, you know we disavow violence here, but I don't feel bad for this dude at all, All right, this dude has been out here disparaging black folks. All right, attacking us, lying on us, harassing us. You don't know if you was out here harassing one of them guards' mama.
right.
You don't know if you was out here harassing, berating one of those guards' girlfriend or wife or daughter. You don't know if you was out here harassing one of their brothers. See, that's the thing. When you deal in hatred, you don't know who you're harassing. You don't know what people do for a living. You don't know when you're gonna run across these people. You might have thought you could have came in, get your 10, 15 second clip off, go back to your dungeon. You could not have expected you would have had to run into these men at some point. When you was harassing their wives and their girlfriends and their daughters, you probably didn't expect you would have had to deal with them in their world. Right. And now they just giving you a little bit of what you've been asking. You said that it's impossible for us to get along. You said harmony is impossible. You don't want to live in harmony. You said that.
Right.
So now they're just giving you what that reality is, man.
Right.
Oh, he back to crying, folks. So he goes, Jake is being moved to an unknown location. His life is in extreme danger, and they're trying to disappear him from the public. He's being treated worse than murderers. So he goes, right, and I guess this is like how inmates communicate with like each others.
Yeah.
So he goes, I can't believe they have me back in solitary hellhole. I only get out of this cell 3 hours a week. Again, I don't, listen, man.
That's everybody.
Don't let Chud and Jake convince you, by the way, that like that they don't have an option or a choice. No, they have an option. All they got to do is just sign, hey, I won't sue. I won't take legal action if I...
That might be the case for Chud. I think they put him in solitary because he was in there acting a fucking fool.
Get hurt in here. Because if you tough, go to general population. Talk to them. What do you mean you can't believe they got you in solitary confinement? You don't want solitary? Go to general pop.
Right.
All right? Right? Walk that line. Let them folks, let them brothers see you. If you think the guards gave you a little bit of straightening, if you think that straightening was unbearable, wait till them brothers get a hold of you, bruh. But they don't want to walk that line. They don't want to be held accountable.
Right.
They don't. They don't want to be held accountable for their actions. So you know what they do? I'm going to take PC. I'm going to take solitary. I don't want to come out. You chose 3 hours a week to come out, bro, because you don't want to deal with your consequences. So like he goes, complete solitary confinement and $1 million bond, all because I jokingly said that I would carry out the capital punishment on Carmelo Anthony. Yeah, you can't say that.
Can't joke about that, bro.
Okay.
The fuck?
You cannot say that. He goes, this is a two-tier justice system. It's not. My bond was set 100 times higher than the average rate. See, man, this where you go wrong. Y'all get the pocket watching other people, man. Mm-hmm. Their blessing ain't your blessing, man. All right, you walk a different path. Y'all always me to it. Man, how come he got this and I don't got it? Huh? No, right. Well, y'all got all that white privilege. We never asked, man, how come he got all that white privilege and like I can't enjoy some of that white privilege too, man? Y'all let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think? But do y'all feel bad?
Let's read this whole thing real quick. He literally murdered a child at the track meet with a knife and admitted to the police on scene. It's not alleged I did it, and his bond was only $250,000. Well, his bond was only you see, every time they put these exclamation points, I'm noticing that you trying to make that attention. So he got let out on bond because it wasn't clear It wasn't clear that what he did wasn't self-defense. They had to prove that. So they let him out on bond because it could have been self-defense. Versus you are caught in 4K on live stream threatening to kill somebody else outside of a courthouse during a case that's actively happening right now. So that's not the same thing. I'm sure if he got caught just waking up out of his sleep, grabbing a knife and killing somebody, if he got caught on 4K, they would have probably gave him no bond. So, but whenever people try to hide and mix context, you know they just manipulate. In fact, there were literally Black Panthers outside the courthouse telling me if the sheriffs weren't here, we'd hang Jake from a tree, and threatened to push one of my supporters in a wheelchair into traffic and kill him. We cannot have this egregious differential on how people are treated in the justice system just because I'm white. Holy shit, I can't believe it. Why are y'all trying to be victims so bad? So you think just because you white that the other white people are arrested? Like, what? Like, why do y'all make everything about race, bro? You just outside acting the fucking fool. You did something illegal and you got arrested. It's not about your color. It's about you. You acting a fucking fool, bro. The normal bond for a terroristic threat charge is $10,000 to $50,000. My bond was set 100 times higher than the average rate. Let that sink in for a minute. Because I'm white, my bond is 100 times more. Bro, y'all are not the victims in this country at all. Please stop it. Please cut it the fuck out. Your bond is set 100 times higher because, first of all, didn't you just go to a courthouse doing some crazy shit and got locked up for 10 days? And then you got out, came back to another active case that's one of the biggest political arguments going on in the country right now. You pulled up to the actual courthouse during the actual trial and said you were going to kill the person who's actually in there fighting the trial. And you got caught on 4K. Did those other terroristic threats get caught on 4K? Did those other terroristic threats have that much riding behind it? Did those other terroristic threats make a direct threat to somebody who's in a court outside of the courthouse that they're in? If a white person sends a threat towards the president and gets $1 million bond, it would be different, right? Imagine him saying, oh, just because I'm white, I got to... No, it's not because you're white. It has nothing to do with your race. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's some... Like...